Okay, moving on to our last challenge, this apples and bananas classes. So this is introducing the class attribute. We learned the ID in the previous video, IDs, and now classes. And really there's not much of a difference between IDs and classes. If you understood IDs, you'll understand class. The only difference is that we can use multiple classes of the same name. IDs you can't. And so I have an older brother that's a web developer, and I asked him about this, and he said, yeah, I never use IDs. I just use classes because I can use multiple of them. So anyway, it's kind of the same thing. It's just making a tag unique. But if you want to use multiple of the same name, I guess, class names, see, here's the attribute, class equals, and this one happens to be called apples, but look at all the apple classes that there are. Apples, apples, apples. So if you want to use it again and again, the same name, you will use class. ID is just a one-time thing, and you're done with it. So anyway, kind of similar. So what we're doing in this exercise, they want us to add two style rules, one that sets a color for apples and the other one that sets a different color for bananas. Okay, so there's two different classes here, as you can see, all the way down, and there's a bunch of apples, as in the song it says it a bunch of different ways. And so we're going to create a color for each one, so which is really easy because they've already done the work and named them all correctly. We just have to put it up in the style attributes like we did the last time. And then there's one little twist at the end, I guess. So class, let's see if this was an ID, see if you remember. Well, first of all, if this was the tag, it's the strong tag right here, which is making it bold. That's why it's bold over here. So if we were referencing, if our selector was going to be the tag, it would just be called strong. And tell me what's wrong with this before I get it done. And I did a color, and I want the apples to be green. Okay, so it did the problem, as you can see over here, it did the apples, which is good, but it also did bananas because they're all strong tags. Okay, so I can't do that. So half of them are unique. They're all the same. Those half are all the same, but that half is unique to the other half. So I have to pay attention to this class. And last time last video we learned the IDs. If it was an ID, it would be the hashtag or the pound sign. But there are no IDs, and so it didn't do anything. It didn't find any strong IDs. In fact, it's not called strong. Let's change that to apples. See if it finds it. Nope. Okay, so there's no IDs. They're all class names. Okay, but it is apples. That's what we're looking for. But instead of this pound sign or the hashtag, it is just a dot, a period. That is how we reference a class. So when I put that dot there, it says, oh, I'm looking for a class called apples, and it finds one there, and it finds one there, and it finds one there, and all the way down. See, now it's only got apples. So I can do that again and just call it bananas and change the color, but I'm going to cheat a little and copy and paste because I like to. And I'm going to change the color of my bananas to yellow, but I'm first going to give the name bananas, and then I'll give it the yellow color. There we go. It's kind of an ugly color, not that it matters. Let's try dark yellow. Nope, no such thing. How about gold? There we go, gold bananas, I like it better. Okay, so now it references all of those class names. Okay, I'm going to go to the next step because I got one little problem. Can you see it over here? The problem is that now the final line of the song has no classes on strong tags, and the apples and the bananas don't have color. Okay, so it gives our tip here, but I'm going to show you right here they're still black. So they didn't get the colors, and it just told us why. There are no classes on those. So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, classes of apples and bananas, except down here these strong tags don't have a class, and so it did not include them. So to include them, and this is just demonstrating, oh, you may forget one. You're going to put all the class names in there, but you forgot one. It's not showing up over here, so let's go back and add it. So class equals, in parentheses, in quotations, this one's the apples, and so I'm going to give it the same name as down here. And look, as soon as I did that, it now found it, and it turned that green. So our last step then is to put the class in the bananas. Is it going to be named apples or bananas? Yes, bananas, because we want the yellow to show up. Okay, that's it. So this is how we use unique style for the same tag. We got a lot of this strong tag. We had to create unique attributes for it, a unique name, and then we reference it up in the style, just like this. And that's it. We figured it out. We can finish it and refresh the browser, and it will check that off. We got just one more to go, that practice.